In American sports, August is the month of the scrimmage. NFL preseason games are sleepy, low-effort affairs where star players wear baseball caps on the sidelines and third-stringers run basic plays to avoid injury. Everyone agrees the results mean absolutely nothing. But English football has a preseason fixture that regularly descends into full-speed collisions, 11-match suspensions, and marathon penalty shootouts. Every August, the reigning Premier League champion faces off against the FA Cup winner. It is currently called the Community Shield. For most of its century-long history, it was the Charity Shield. It acts as the official curtain raiser for the English football season, placing the two best rosters in the country on the same pitch a week before the actual league begins. Ask any manager about it in a press conference, and they will tell you it is a glorified training exercise. There is no European tournament qualification on the line.
The prize money is barely worth the paperwork. Yet, despite the total absence of traditional stakes, this physical piece of silver consistently forces the best players on Earth to lose their minds. You cannot manufacture a legendary sports moment on command, especially in a game that doesn't officially matter. And yet, this specific 90-minute window somehow breaks the matrix of world football. To understand exactly why, we have to look at the sheer, unhinged chaos this event actually produces every year. Go back to the 1960s. Decades before digital highlight reels and viral clips, impressing a crowd required something deeply strange. Players couldn't rely on an algorithm to amplify a standard goal. They had to produce feats of pure theatrical absurdity to make an opening statement for the new year. In 1968, Tottenham Hotspur faced Manchester United in a high-scoring thriller. Tottenham's goalkeeper, Jennings, caught a routine ball inside his own penalty box and punted it downfield to clear the pressure. The ball sailed the entire length of the pitch, took a single massive bounce off the turf, and lobbed straight over the opposing keeper into the Manchester United net. A goalie scoring from 100 yards away in a competitive match. Fast forward to 2016, and the psychology remains exactly the same for modern megastars. Manchester United signed Zlatan Ibrahimović for an exorbitant fee. Rather than easing his way into the English game during his Community Shield debut, Ibrahimović launched himself into the air in the dying minutes to score a soaring, acrobatic header against Leicester City. He claimed the trophy and immediately validated his own massive ego on day one. Because the match lacks the long-term consequences of a league game, it mutates. It stops being a strategic chess match and becomes a stage. Players use the 90 minutes to establish dominance, test their boundaries, and try things they would never risk in December. But that lack of consequences also brings out something much darker. The Community Shield is officially played at Wembley Stadium, a 90,000-seat coliseum. When you put bitter rivals in that environment, the friendly label evaporates instantly. Look at the 1974 clash between Leeds United and Liverpool. The match began with brutal, bone-crunching tackles and entirely collapsed in the second half. Leeds captain Billy Bremner and Liverpool's Keegan traded actual punches in the middle of the pitch. The referee sent both men off. In an era where red cards were incredibly rare, Bremner and Keegan reacted by dramatically ripping off their jerseys as they marched down the tunnel in front of the crowd. The English football authorities handed down massive 11-match bans to both men. This aggressive streak wasn't confined to the 70s. By the turn of the century, Manchester United captain Roy Keane treated the fixture like a combat zone. In 1997, he was involved in a physical altercation that left Chelsea's Gus Poyet taking a hit to the head. 3 years later, Keane caught the same player with a reckless studs-up cackle that earned him an immediate red card. You can print friendly on the matchday program, but you cannot suppress the red mist. When you lock hyper-competitive rivals together on pristine grass in front of a global audience, the tension guarantees someone will cross the line. The tournament's format includes a specific structural rule that removes the middle ground. There is no extra time. Any draw at the 90-minute mark triggers an immediate sudden death penalty shootout. This forces an absurd level of tension. In 2024, Manchester City and Manchester United played to a tense 1-1 draw. Because of the rules, these two exhausted, heavy-legged squads were dragged into a marathon shootout. It required 13 total penalty kicks just to separate them, turning a pre-season warm-up into a grueling test of nerve. Conversely, for rising teams, that sudden death format offers a fast track to history. In 2025, Crystal Palace fought Liverpool to a 2-2 draw and won the ensuing shootout. For a club with a modest trophy cabinet, winning their first ever Shield via penalties sparked a massive, highly emotional celebration. The format is a perfectly designed trap. By stripping away the safety net of extra time, the rules ensure that any closely contested match ends in a terrifying high-stakes lottery. Ultimately, the drama comes down to timing. August is a pressure cooker. Managers are desperate to establish psychological dominance over their rivals. $100 million signings are terrified of looking like immediate failures in front of the press. This fixture exposes a massive flaw in how we think about sports. You can offer zero prize money, you can remove all tournament points, but the moment you put a physical silver trophy on a pedestal and blow a whistle, a professional athlete's competitive DNA takes over. They are physically incapable of holding back. Labeling the fixture a meaningless exhibition ignores a century of evidence. It functions as a reliable, finely tuned chaos generator, delivering high-tension results precisely because the athletes involved are incapable of playing at half speed. The 2026 Arsenal versus Manchester City match is guaranteed to produce its own brand of madness. Make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our full breakdown of whatever chaos erupts at Wembley next.